The following is a product of Studio 42.
I'm not believing what I am seeing with 3:53 left to go. Hal takes the lead.
From Studio 42, this is How Bulldogs Football.
Cross on the jet sweep, trying to break away 30. Look out, 25. He's fast. 15, 10, 5. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown time in Texas.
How Bulldogs Football is brought to you by Scoggins Funeral Home, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, South State Bank, GCEC, Sonic of Hal.
Knox leaps and bounds into the end zone for a 20-yarder on 4th and 1. Quit it.
Also brought to you by Brother Plumber, Rock Hill Investments, MTE Fence, Centurion American, Ed Meacham State Farm, Rapid Electric.
Home run ball, cross, wide open. 35. He's gone. You're not going to catch him. It's touchdown time in Texas. 67 yards and another strike.
Put his foot in the ground, went to the right side, and there was nobody in the stadium going to catch him.
Also brought to you by All In Custom Gutters and Christmas Lights, TechWave, First Baptist Church of Howell, Kingdom Inflatables, Anchors Boat and RV Storage, The Love Cottage.
It's really the line. When you have 4 cut blocks that leave 4 linemen on the ground, I mean, that's easy work. That's a 75-yarder all day long.
Also brought to you by How Athletic Booster Club, Michelle Carney Photography, Texoma Land and Home Team, the Crazy AC Guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is football time in Texas.
Now let's open the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party and join the voice of the Hal Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Opening night at Bulldog Stadium did not go as planned. 5 first-half touchdowns by the Dogs led directly to the underbelly of a 45-6 halftime score. But there were bright spots. Although being sacked nearly 10 times, sophomore quarterback Deacon Bender completed 11 of 19 passes to begin his career. He also threw his first touchdown, which Ryland Strong streaked 50 of the 73 yards. The culture change continues under new head coach Jake Smith. The empty swag is being replaced by the Holy Spirit, and Hal will take their cell phone empty bus to Bonham tonight. The last time Hal played at Bonham, the masked-up crowd left dejected, mostly due to this.
Kickoff. And it is going to be a bouncer that's going to be taking the balls loose, and I think Bonham has it at the 49-yard line, and they do. It hit off, I believe, either Braden Wise or Ryan. 6 seconds on the clock. Reinhardt for the game-winning 29-yard field goal. The snap is back. Stuber holds. The kick is up. The kick is high, and the kick is good. And Bonham, with 1 second on the clock, takes the lead, 31-29. God bless those kids.
But it's a new season and a new direction. It's Hal at Bonham, and it's football time in Texas.
You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party.
Here's some things to never mess with if you're not a trained professional. Caging a bulldog. Removing copperheads. And electricity. Don't get shocked. Call Rapid Electric. Rapid Electric is here for all your electrical needs. Just like you wouldn't try to become a pro boxer or president.
Give me a break.
You need a pro to keep your electricity humming. Don't get shocked. Rapid Electric serves the Grayson County area. Call them at 903-421-8100.
If your home or business could talk, what would it say? It may say it would like some privacy or security. Enjoy the beauty and durability of quality fencing from MTE Fence. MTE Fence is a local company specializing in commercial and residential fencing. MTE Fence ranges from wood, aluminum, and chain link fencing. MTE Fence services all of Grayson County and surrounding areas. Go to mtefence.com or call 903-686-9039 for an estimate. MTE Fence has a passion for connection. We are your connection for quality.
All In Custom Gutters and Christmas Lights is proud to sponsor the Pride of Hal High School's Bandsman of the Week. Your hometown Bulldog alumni owned and operated business is here for all your seamless gutter and outdoor Christmas lights needs. Give them a call at 903-819-9183 and let them make your house shine really bright this Christmas. All In Custom Gutters and Christmas Lights. Give them a call at 903-819-9183. All In Custom Gutters and Christmas Lights.
This is Bulldogs head coach Jake Smith, and it didn't take me long to get to know where Sonic of How is. After practice or games, I like to head down to 105 North Collins Freeway, grab a burger, tots, and a shake. As a matter of fact, I like to say, it's Sonic time in Texas.
Yeah, Coach, that's kind of my thing.
Oh, okay. How about Sonic really brings the hammer down?
Coach, that's kind of my thing.
With Sonic, I'm highly motivated, truly dedicated.
Yeah, Coach, that's another one of my lines.
How about this? It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey, Steve here, the Crazy AC Guy. We raise top-notch AC units and train the finest service techs west of the Mississippi. And we got a truly crazy deal for you. Get a free furnace with the purchase of a qualified AC condenser coil package. You'd have to be crazy like me to miss this deal. So for all your AC and electrical needs, call us at 903-465-2665 or visit us at crazyacguy.com.
The Crazy AC Guy, where crazy meets quality.
You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party. Let's join Monty Walker with the MTE Fence Senior Spotlight.
This week's Senior Spotlight is Gage Carr. Now, Gage, when did you start school and how?
I started in kindergarten.
Do you remember who your teacher was?
Miss Armstrong.
Any special memories about elementary school that just pop out?
Definitely Miss Brockleman's class. This must be my favorite.
What was it about that?
She was a fun teacher. She was good at teaching and just made fourth grade pretty fun.
Your sophomore year, you had a huge interception at Tioga that helped win that game. What do you remember about that?
Definitely after the game, everybody was all hyped up after the win and running off the field. Everybody was pumped.
Do you have a favorite teacher at Howe High School?
Probably have to be Miss Now. She makes high school pretty fun.
You know, she is often the most favorite teacher. I mean, a lot. Do you have a favorite coach?
All the coaches, honestly, this year, they're all pretty even. Coach Glock and Coach Smith stand out, though. They help a lot.
Things kind of got out of control quickly on Friday night against Boyd, but some good things happened for the defense, too. Your team is creating turnovers. Is that the focus of this defense?
I'd say so. I'd say our focus is turnovers and stopping the run.
You're listening to the MTE Fence Senior Spotlight with Gage Carr. We'll be right back.
If your home or business could talk, what would it say? It may say it would like some privacy or security. Enjoy the beauty and durability of quality fencing from MTE Fence. MTE Fence is a local company specializing in commercial and residential fencing. MTE Fence ranges from wood, aluminum, and chain link fencing. MTE Fence services all of Grayson County and surrounding areas. Go to mtefence.com or call 903-686-9039 for an estimate. MTE Fence has a passion for connection. We are your connection for quality.
You're listening to the MTE Fence Senior Spotlight with Gage Carr. You got a brand new head coach with a new direction. What kind of changes has he made so far?
I definitely feel like the coaching staff works better together, helps lead the players to the right direction.
Is there any difference in the team culture than last year?
Most definitely. I feel like everybody is putting more effort in and wanting to win.
Senior year, what's the expectations for this team?
Make it to playoffs, for sure.
What's it going to take to get to the playoffs?
100% effort, dedication, and being there every single day to work.
How do you like this DAT thing?
I think it definitely gives everybody a better mindset.
As a senior, how do you show your leadership on this team?
I yell at people to try, full effort, every single play.
Last year at Bonham, that was a win at home. You're on the road this year for the first time. What have you seen from them?
I see a win.
That's a good answer. Okay. They have a slippery quarterback. He can run and escape sacks, kind of Romo-ish. How do you contain a quarterback like that?
Definitely surf the edge, keep your shoulders straight to him so you can run wherever he goes and don't let him pass you.
That's Gage Carr on your MTE Fence Senior Spotlight.
Tonight's Senior Spotlight has been brought to you by MTE Fence. You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party.
Here's some things to never mess with if you're not a trained professional. Caging a bulldog. Removing copperheads. And electricity. Don't get shocked. Call Rapid Electric. Rapid Electric is here for all your electrical needs. Just like you wouldn't try to become a pro boxer or president.
Give me a break.
You need a pro to keep your electricity humming.
Don't get shocked. Rapid Electric serves the Grayson County area. Call them at 903-421-8100. Who's your local plumber? Brother Plumber. It's good to know someone local and someone you can trust when your home or office drops the ball.
Main line break, 15 yards.
Brother Plumber is plumb professional and serves not only Howe, but also all of Grayson County. And you can save yourself 10% if you mention Go Bulldogs. Visit us online at brotherplumber.com. We'd love to help. Brother Plumber is one call away at 469-968-4487. Visit us online at brotherplumber.com. Remember, Go Bulldogs. At Grayson Cullen Electric Cooperative, GCEC, we have been around for over 80 years and are governed by 7 principles: open and voluntary membership, democratic member control, members' economic participation, autonomy and independence, education, training, and information, cooperation among cooperatives, and concern for community. One of our communities is Howe, Texas, and GCEC is proud to support the Howe Bulldogs. No one wants to talk about losing a loved one. The grief that is put on your family is troublesome. Scoggins Funeral Home strives to make that most difficult time the easiest. We want your loved one to be sent off in the best way possible, with your wishes at heart. Call us at 903-482-5225 or visit our website at scogginsfuneralhome.com. 903-482-5225. Our location on Van Alstyne Parkway makes everything close for your needs. 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home.
Hey, Steve here, the Crazy AC Guy. We raise top-notch AC units and train the finest service techs west of the Mississippi. And we got a truly crazy deal for you. Get a free furnace with the purchase of a qualified AC condenser coil package. You'd have to be crazy like me to miss this deal. So for all your AC and electrical needs, call us at 903-465-2665 or visit us at crazyacguy.com.
The Crazy AC Guy, where crazy meets quality.
You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party. Let's join Monty Walker with the Rock Hill Investments Coach's Corner with Bulldogs head coach Jake Smith.
Coach, I guess there's no way to implement a fresh, clean start than wearing all white at home. Having a working recollection of this program for about 41 years or so, it's the first time I can recall Hal wearing white at Bulldog Stadium. I've seen black on the road a few years back, but this is unique. How did that come about?
It was actually something that came from the seniors. They had asked me about the new uniforms and if they've came in, and I showed them, and they asked, like, hey, Coach, is there a possibility that we could wear all white at home? And I said, well, yeah, it's house rules. So I contacted Coach Sparks over there at Boyd and told him, hey, we're going to wear all white, so they need to be in their dark home uniforms. And he said, hey, now I know this is your first job, but like, you do know that you're supposed to wear dark at home. And I told him, I said, nope, kids want to ice out first home game, so we're going to do whatever the kids want. And that's where we went from there. And it kind of symbolized like a rebirth, and that's something that we have with our new Black Flag tradition. We have a logo that has the tree with the roots, and it symbolizes death of the past but a new rebirth. So it was something that the kids kind of came up with themselves, and I thought it was pretty unique, and so we went and ran with it.
Coach, I'm a traditionalist, but I think you could have worn maroon and everyone would have been okay here at Bulldog Stadium. Things can get out of hand quickly when turnovers take place. I know you preach ball security, but both teams had the turnover bug Friday night. Talk about that.
Yeah, I think that was probably the most frustrating thing, especially in the first quarter. They went up 7-0 or 6-0 really quick, and then next thing you know, it's 14-0 because of a turnover. But the good thing is that we stayed in it, because that next possession they threw an interception, and we drove down the field and made it 14-6 ball game pretty quick, and we started to feel like we could get back into it. But probably the frustrating part about that is the 2 turnovers in the kicking game, because we take pride in the kicking game, obviously, with my background being a special teams coordinator. And then we had 3 on offense. But the bright spot that we talked to the kids on Saturday is that because we were a physical football team on defense, we were able to create 4 turnovers. So that was a bright spot. But that was one thing that we had to reevaluate as coaches on Saturday and Sunday of, what are we going to do on a tackle circuit and turnover circuit to where we can possess the ball. And we're just going to continue to preach those things where possession of the ball is a program.
Coach, sophomore quarterback Deacon Bender probably didn't need any help with the speed of the game, but Boyd wasn't helping out any, bringing the linebacker blitz, corner blitz all night long. But even so, we thought he had a very efficient football game at quarterback.
Yeah, one of the biggest bright spots for him being a sophomore is I told the guys when we met as a staff on Saturday morning that, what was so impressive with the sophomore quarterback is that he never got gun shy and he kept his composure, even though there was at times it seemed like he was running for his life. And, anytime that a sophomore that starts first varsity game and he completes 64% of his passes, feel really good about it to where we can shore up some spots at that offensive line position, and then, how whether we're going to go big on big, or if we're going to man slide or zone slide our protection this week, and if we're going to keep a 6-man or 7-man protection, how can we get him to 70% as quickly as possible? But for very first game for him to be almost 64%, I thought that was really, really proud of Deacon Bender and how he handled the game.
Coach, the program motto is DAT, discipline and toughness, and I thought that was exemplified by Rylan Strong sprinting 76 yards to save a touchdown.
Yeah, the pretty neat thing that we do every Saturday when we meet with the kids is we have a short little clip or cut up on Huddle that we share with all the kids, but we meet in the lecture hall and we show them NOS, which means not our standard. That might be a play that where a specific kid's not given effort, or it's the antithesis of DAT, and so it's good for them to see the bad, but we always finish with the good, which is DAT, and that was probably the first one that we showed, and that's actually the second one. He had one in Valley View that was very similar to that, where he ran down a kid and he got down to like the 1 or 2 yard line. But in the game against Boyd, that was one that we showed the kids because it was another example of like we fumbled the ball and it happened to get right in the lap of a kid from Boyd and he took off, and Rylan was just standing there on our sideline. He was running his route or he's blocking a guy, I can't remember. And then he went and chased that guy down for about 70-plus yards. And the defense, we almost had a goal line stand. We forced them to snap it a few times before they punched it in. And, that's where, like, we keep on preaching that discipline and toughness. Eventually it's going to come up to where we don't turn the ball over, and it's going to come up to where when we do have to have a goal line stand, we do come up with a big stop.
You're listening to the Rock Hill Investments Coach's Corner with Howe head coach Jake Smith. We'll be right back. Tonight's Bulldogs football is brought to you by Noble Ridge, right here in Howe, just off Highway 75 at Summit Hill Parkway and walking distance to Summit Hill Elementary. Noble Ridge is our hometown's newest master plan community, featuring new homes from the nation's top builders, plus trails, parks, and family-friendly amenities. Developed by Rock Hill Capital Investments, a trusted North Texas developer with thriving communities in Salina, Sherman, and across the region. Noble Ridge is proud to call Howe home. Learn more at NobleRidgeTX.com. That's NobleRidgeTX.com. You're listening to the Rock Hill Investments Coach's Corner with Howe head coach Jake Smith. Coach, I understand you're a man of faith, and your team had a devotional last week. How important is that to inject that into your team's mentality?
Well, that's one thing that I told the kids when we had our varsity team meeting Thursday after school, is that I kind of gave them a brief description of my testimony and like how I'm proud to be a devout Catholic and a man of Christian faith. And I just reiterated to them that, when I die and I see Jesus, or if I'm blessed to see Jesus, he's not going to ask me how many football games I won. He's going to ask me, hey, when I allowed you to be the head football coach of the Howe Bulldogs, how come you didn't talk to so-and-so about me? How come you didn't lead them to me so where they could earn their salvation? And, so I thought it was really important to bring back he's really a Van Alstyne legend, but in my eyes, he's a Howe legend also because he used to be the town mayor and he built that water tower so we could water the football field or the baseball field. So that's Jimmy Home Run Haynes. That's what I call him because he's such a good human being, salt of the earth. He's a man of faith. He used to teach Bible classes there at Van Alstyne High School, and with him to be able to have a special connection with the Howe Bulldogs and also being a man of faith, I thought it was really important. And that's also what I promised Kevin Wilson and the school board, that I asked for permission and they gave me the thumbs up, that's not normal for someone that's so close to the Metroplex to let me to be able to talk about my faith or allow someone to come in and talk about faith. But it's probably hands down the most important thing to do to these young men and women in Hal.
So no cell phones at school now, thanks to the state legislature rule. How has that been going?
It's been going really good. I didn't know how good it was going to be at first, but now this is our 4th week of school, and that's what I was talking about. When I go in there for lunch duty, it's pretty sad when I talk to other people and I go, man, it's pretty weird that we're seeing kids talk to each other at the dinner table. So I think it's really good. It's really good for continuity. It's really good for communication skills and also just maturity. I think it's helped in the locker room to where when there is an uncomfortable situation that they're able to go up to a teammate and speak their mind and they're able to communicate at a higher level because of the no cell phones. But I've been really pleased with the way how the kids have handled it. I don't know of anybody that's really had their cell phone taken up, to be honest with you, but it's been really, really good.
Coach Bonham's your opponent. They got derailed by Pilot Point, who you'll have to play in a couple of weeks. Bonham's had a hard time over the last several years. What have you seen from them on film?
Well, one of the things that I've seen on film is that they do have pretty good size. Not necessarily team speed like we do, but they have really good size, and they were able to move the ball on what I think is a really good Pilot Point defense. And so that's one of the things that we've been able to show the kids, because sometimes when you play somebody that hasn't had very much success, when the kids get to watching it, the kids start getting complacent and they get a little overconfident. And next thing you know, you're in a dogfight for 4 quarters when that game should have been over before halftime. And I think the thing is that Bonham, they've got a really good head football coach. He's been there. He's been also part of the baseball program. So they've got a guy that has a little bit of familiarity with Bonham, and he knows those kids really well. And I think he does a really good job over there. And I know that it's their homecoming, so they're going to be hyped up, and they're going to have some poor little kid out there beating on a drum for the entire time when we pull up on our school bus. So I know it's a unique tradition, but it's one thing that I can't let it get to me, even though it did probably about 8 or 9 years ago. I just can't believe that kid stood out there for 8 hours beating on a dang drum. But so they're going to be well prepared, and they're going to be ready to go, and they're going to be excited because we're 0-1 and they're 0-1, and we both got beat pretty bad. And so they're probably sending a really good message to their kids. But that's what, as coaches here and how we have to do a really good job of getting our kids prepared and let them know that, hey, they were able to move the ball on Pilot Point, and Pilot Point's a pretty good football team. So we got to be able to get our P's and Q's lined up and be ready to go.
So going over to Bonham will be your first time as a head coach for a road game. What's your schedule look like for that?
Well, since it's not too far of a drive, we're going to use that bus drive as our downtime. So we're going to try to keep everything as consistent as possible to where our downtime's from 3:50 to 4:50. So we're going to try to leave around that same time to where once we do get around there about 4:45, 4:50, is that we're able to get into our pregame lift routine and then our meeting routine, and then we'll go out there for our for pregame and then back into the locker room. Well, I don't mind getting somewhere too early because I'd much rather be able to walk the field, be able to sit down and relax, and then get back on our normal schedule like we would on a road game.
The Coach's Corner has been brought to you by Rock Hill Investments. You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party.
Here's some things to never mess with if you're not a trained professional. Caging a bulldog. Removing copperheads. And electricity. Don't get shocked. Call Rapid Electric. Rapid Electric is here for all your electrical needs. Just like you wouldn't try to become a pro boxer or president.
Give me a break.
You need a pro to keep your electricity humming. Don't get shocked. Rapid Electric serves the Grayson County area. Call them at 903-421-8100.
This is more than a bundle. This is way more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home field. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. That's why I'm here to help life go right. My name is Ed Meacham, and I'm your Howe State Farm agent. Give me a call at 903-892-3923 or on the web at MrEdInsurance.com.
Anchors with a Z Boat and RV Storage is located 1 mile off of U.S. Highway 75 in Howell, Texas. Anchors Boat and RV Storage is proud to bring personal, small-town customer service to the growing area of North Texas. With both open and covered parking available, locally owned and operated, members of the Howell Area Chamber of Commerce and the Texas Self-Storage Association. Anchors Boat and RV Storage has 20 amp power available and is manager-occupied at 311 Old Highway 6 in Howell. Visit anchorsboatrvstorage.com or call 903-444-2500.
From tailgate to touchdown, South State is here to ensure your financial game plan leads you to victory. With cutting-edge digital tools like contactless payment, digital wallet, and more, your financial plays become seamless and convenient. As your trusted banking partner, South State is committed to supporting you every step of the way, providing expert guidance and dedicated assistance on your financial journey. This is Banking Forward, South State Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, Steve here, the crazy AC guy. We raise top-notch AC units and train the finest service techs west of the Mississippi. And we got a truly crazy deal for you. Get 0% financing for 60 months for any qualified air conditioning and heating system. You'd have to be crazy like me to miss this deal. So for all your AC and electrical needs, call us at 903-465-2665 or visit us at crazyacguy.com.
The Crazy AC Guy, where crazy meets quality.
You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party. Today's Howell Bulldogs Flux Capacitor is brought to you by the Crazy AC Guy. Now let's join Monty Walker with a time travel through Bulldogs history.
The Howell Bulldogs are undefeated in games played on September the 5th. The first game played on this date was in 1975 when Howell traveled to Anna under head coach Norman Dickey and tied the Coyotes 7-7. Howell's points came on a 2-yard run by Ricky Brindley. In 1980, Howell beat Sanger at home 14-0 for Buck Smith's first win as a head coach. On this date in 1986, Howell won at Princeton 20-0 as the Bulldogs allowed only 45 yards of offense to Princeton. Meanwhile, Stephen Ogle, Billy Covington, and Shane Cavender each scored for Howell. In 1997, Howell beat Whitesboro 21-13 at Bulldog Stadium with Nino Falls rushing for 151 yards and a touchdown. On this date in 2003, Howell beat Princeton 15-7 behind Stephen Mize's 151 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. The last game played on this date was in 2014 when Howell used their slot T to unload on Sacred Heart 44-16 as Howell rushed for 451 yards and Anthony Hawthorne scored 4 touchdowns. Howell leads the Bonham Series 4-3, which also dates back to 2014. The Dogs opened the season with a young, first-time offensive coordinator named Dale West. Howell won 14-0 in a lightning-delayed game that night. The Dogs are 2-1 at Bonham, and the most disturbing loss came in 2020 when Howell had a 10-game losing streak and led the entire game until 1 second left as Nick Reinhardt booted through a 29-yard field goal to give Bonham a 31-29 win. The losing streak eventually ended at 22. Last year, Howell beat Bonham 21-6 at Bulldog Stadium.
Today's Howell Bulldogs Flux Capacitor is brought to you by the Crazy AC Guy. You're listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party.
Buying and or selling your next home or property should be an enjoyable experience. At Texoma Land and Home Team, our commitment to the personal relationship of each transaction ensures communication you expect, while assuring that we'll be here the next time you need us. We're not a big box real estate company by design. This freedom allows us to be fully at your service. Texoma Land and Home Team, Renee Nichols Broker, 903-818-1645. Texoma Land and Home Team, for all your real estate needs, 903-818-1645.
What's up, guys? It's Ridley Carter. I'm a senior cross country and long distance track runner.
This is Riley McCollum, senior basketball player and leading strikeout softball pitcher.
I'm Dylan Patterson, graduating football player and powerlifter.
I'm Ayla Jones, class of 2026 volleyball player.
We would like to thank the Howell Athletic Booster Club for the support of Howell student athletes and encourage anyone interested in helping to join.
Go Dogs!
From tailgate to touchdown, South State is here to ensure your financial game plan leads you to victory. With cutting-edge digital tools like contactless payment, digital wallet, and more, your financial plays become seamless and convenient. As your trusted banking partner, South State is committed to supporting you every step of the way, providing expert guidance and dedicated assistance on your financial journey. This is Banking Forward, South State Bank, member FDIC.
It's that time of year again where our beloved radio guy won't shut his trap about how hot it is up here in the press box. Thankfully, the good people at Baker Air Conditioning and Heating cool this thing down in no time.
Roger, we're dying over here.
Speaking of hot air, there he is. Baker Air Conditioning and Heating has been serving the community of Howe for nearly 60 years. Baker Air Conditioning and Heating is located on Highway 5, and you can call them at 903-532-6255.
Roger!
Here's some things to never mess with if you're not a trained professional. Caging a bulldog. Removing copperheads. And electricity. Don't get shocked. Call Rapid Electric. Rapid Electric is here for all your electrical needs. Just like you wouldn't try to become a pro boxer or president.
Give me a break.
You need a pro to keep your electricity humming. Don't get shocked. Rapid Electric serves the Grayson County area. Call them at 903-421-8100.
From Studio 42, this is How Bulldogs Football. You've been listening to the Rapid Electric Tailgate Party. Football time in Texas is just moments away. Now, with a call of the game, here's the voice of the How Bulldogs, Monty Walker.